Most people carry big dreams in their mind, but their life does not move in that direction. They imagine success, freedom, and a different future, but their daily actions stay the same. This creates a strange gap. A gap between what they want and what they actually do. And the real question is not why they dream big. The real question is why they do nothing with it. At first, it feels simple. They think they are just waiting for the right time. They tell themselves they will start tomorrow, or next week, or when things feel easier. But that later never becomes real action. Days turn into months. Months turn into years. And the dream stays in the same place, clear in the mind, but untouched in real life. Something inside keeps stopping the first step, and most people never notice what it is doing to them. One of the strongest reasons is the pressure inside their own mind. The bigger the dream, the heavier it feels. They start thinking about everything that could go wrong. They imagine failure before they even begin. They also imagine judgment from others. So instead of taking action, they stay in planning mode. Planning feels safe. Planning feels like progress. But it is not real movement. It is just mental activity that replaces action, and that is where things quietly start to freeze. Another hidden factor is identity. Many people see themselves as someone who is not ready yet. They believe they need more confidence, more skills, or more knowledge before starting. So they build an identity around being in preparation. The problem is, preparation without action becomes a loop. The longer they stay in that loop, the harder it becomes to break it. Because deep inside, they start to believe that they are not the type of person who actually does things. And once that belief settles in, it quietly controls every decision they make, and they do not even notice it happening. Then there is the comfort trap. Big dreams often require discomfort at the start. You need to risk failure. You need to look uncertain. You need to be bad at something before you get good at it. But the mind avoids discomfort by default. So it pushes you toward easy habits instead. Scrolling, watching, delaying, overthinking. These things feel harmless in the moment, but they slowly replace action. And the more you repeat them, the more normal they feel, until the dream feels far away, and the comfort zone feels like the only place you belong, and that shift is very quiet. Fear also plays a deeper role than most people admit. It is not always loud fear. It is subtle fear. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of wasting time. Fear of starting and failing in front of others. So the mind chooses delay as protection. If you do not start, you cannot fail. That is the hidden logic. But what feels like protection slowly becomes limitation. Because the dream does not disappear. It stays there, reminding you of what you are not doing, and that reminder becomes heavier over time. Another pattern is waiting for motivation. Many people think action starts with feeling ready. They wait for energy, inspiration, or the right mood. But motivation is not a starting point. It is a result. It shows up after action begins. When you stay still, motivation stays low. When you move, even in small steps, something shifts inside. But when you keep waiting for a feeling that never arrives, you stay stuck in the same place, watching time move without you. There is also a silent comparison problem. People look at others, who are already successful and feel behind. Instead of using it as fuel, they use it as proof that they are too late. This creates emotional pressure. And pressure without direction turns into paralysis. So they admire others from a distance, but do not take steps in their own direction. And the gap between observation and action keeps growing, until their own dream starts to feel like something that belongs to someone else. Over time, this creates a split life. One life exists in the mind where everything is possible. Another life exists in reality where very little changes. The mind becomes active, full of ideas, plans, and scenarios. But the body stays inactive. And the longer this split continues, the more normal it feels. People even start to confuse thinking about the dream with working on it. But thinking is not building. And that confusion is where years can quietly disappear without real progress. And most people never question it deeply enough. At some point, reality starts sending signals. small regrets, moments of frustration, a quiet feeling that time is moving faster than expected. But instead of using those signals, many people push them away. They distract themselves again. They return to comfort. Because facing the gap between dream and action feels uncomfortable. But ignoring it does not close the gap. It only makes it wider, and that widening is often so slow that it goes unnoticed until much later. The turning point always begins in a very small way. Not in a big decision. Not in a perfect plan. But in a simple moment, where action finally happens without waiting for the perfect feeling. A small step breaks the pattern. Even if it is imperfect. Even if it feels weak at first. That single shift starts to rebuild identity. From someone who only thinks, into someone who acts. And that change, once it starts, quietly changes everything that follows. Because the truth is simple. Big dreams do not fail because they are too big. They fail because they stay in the mind for too long without movement. The mind is powerful, but it cannot replace experience. Real change only happens when thought becomes action, even in small form. And once action becomes a habit, the dream stops being distant. It starts becoming something you are actually building, step by step, even when no one is watching. So the real question is not whether you have a big dream. Most people do. The real question is what you do in the moments, when no one is forcing you to start. Those quiet moments decide everything. Because in those moments, you either stay in thought, or you step into action. And that choice, repeated over time, shapes your entire direction, even if it feels small in the beginning. And if you are honest with yourself right now, you already know which side you have been living on more. The only thing left is whether that continues, or whether something small changes today that breaks the pattern, and opens a different path you have been delaying for far too long. Right now, your future is being shaped by the small actions you choose to repeat every single day. Not by your intentions. Not by your plans. And not by the dreams that only live inside your head. Because one small step taken today is more powerful than 1,000 perfect ideas delayed for tomorrow. Most people wait for a big moment to change their life, but real change usually starts in very quiet moments. The moment you finally stop only imagining the future and start building it piece by piece, everything begins to shift. And the moment you finally move, even in silence, your life slowly starts moving with you too. If this hits something inside you, stay connected and watch more content like this. And consider subscribing, not out of habit, but because your mind deserves reminders that push you toward action instead of delay.